Hello, everyone, and welcome to Placement Pulse, your one-stop destination to learn from the real journeys of B School students across India. Welcome to another series of B School journey of CAT aspirant of to cracking IIM Indore. We started Placement Pulse because we have lived the exact same struggles you are facing today. Sleepless nights before interviews, endless GD practice, and a constant search for the right guidance. Keeping up with that mission, today we have with us someone truly inspiring, Harsh Mehra. He cracked CAT 2024, made it to IIM Indore, the dream college of many. Harsh, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you on Placement Pulse. Before we dive into your journey, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi Shikha, myself Harsh Mehra. And yeah, it's great coming here talking to you and placement first. And I really like your initiative that you're trying to help others with cracking cat and interviews. So, I mean, I also faced all these things, tough nights and anxiety. And yeah, I think your initiative is going to be really great. Nice. And
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to say thank you from the coming aspirants.
Yeah, actually, thank you to you. Like you are actually being, you are being a inspiration to many of them. Like who are really aspiring to be a cracking cat and making to an IM. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Yeah. So please introduce yourself. Like, how was your journey? How you started? How did you aim for this cat examination?
Yeah, so I mean, it started like initially I didn't have any plans for, I
Yeah.
mean, studying very much and all. I wanted to start up. I tried out a few things. I mean, we had a mental health platform, then went on with a dating website. But those things didn't really catch up, and my graduation ended. So at the time, I had to take a decision, ki what ahead.
Hmm.
And in July, I didn't have any plan what to do and what not. Then, talking to your parents and other cousins, older
Hmm.
cousins and relatives, eventually things were why not cat and not. So I thought, yeah, we may, I may have a try at it. And being in Delhi only, I thought we may try out other things as well. Ki
Yeah.
prepare for cat and do other stuff. So that way it all started. And I was getting good percentiles in mocks as well. I was at IMS. I mean, IMS mocks and IMS coaching, so things were going fine. But the other parts they were not going ahead. So I said, like now is the final 1 month. Focus on CAT and leave everything else aside. Focusing there, and but on the final CAT day, the first attempt. It was my first attempt,
Hmm.
and I just messed it up completely. I don't remember how much percentile I've got. It was, I mean, very low, very, very low key. No baby IMs, no nothing, nothing, just nothing. It's complete mess. So then, but I had to do something key because I won't be just sitting like idle. So I started giving other exams. As we all know, there are so many MBA entrance exams, SNAP, ZAD, and all these things.
Hmm.
But since it was just about one singular day, so that my cat was not well, but other exams were fine. I got around 99 percentile in SNAP and good percentile in ZAT and other exams. Got to interviews of so many other colleges. And that was all fine. But the final shortlist were not coming in many colleges as well because it was the percentile in the exams was good, but uh, maybe my interview skills were not very great at the point. So, but I got admitted to a college. I joined and I thought, yeah, I can try being here. It was also a good college, uh, but I just had that thing. Yeah, I want to be in IIM, old IIM, good IIMs. So I joined, but yeah, I joined. If things go fine, I may stay here, but I will try get if I get an opportunity. I may think. So I was in that phase. So and now I reappeared for CAT, gave CAT, got a decent percentile, got good calls. I mean, got good calls of older IMs, and gave interviews, and I just ended up at IIM Indore. I mean, yeah, that's how I came here.
Like it is a wonderful story, but what is the difference between your first time you have given the CAT examination and your the last attempt you have given and cracked it? Like what is that difference? Like what that made you do it?
I mean, in terms of what,
Like
preparation or something, or what?
like you joined some coaching or there was some mentorship. Like the,
I mean, it was like it's just I would say a one day thing. I mean, even
yeah.
during mocks, it happened that you're doing great, but then suddenly one mock, a very
Hmm.
bad mock. So it was just that thing for me. And unfortunately, the worst mock was the actual CAT day. I mean, no, I don't want to talk. It was very, very bad. Yeah.
Okay.
But in terms of
Okay.
preparation,
Uh,
yeah.
hmm.
I mean, in terms
Yeah,
of
in terms of
preparation,
hmm,
yeah, there was not much difference. And I studied well. I knew concepts, and all preparation was very fine, very good. It got reflected in other exams as well, other entrance exams. But it's just about that for day for CAT. And the next year, I didn't join any coaching. As I said, I joined college, MBA college, because I had to start. I could not be sitting idle for so long. So I started out there, and with the college, I was doing some preparation and on and off, and just that's how it happened. But since because of the good base of the previous year, I could this year
hmm.
get a good decent percentile.
Okay, so like after the CAT examination, like you crack the theoretical part, but then comes the interview, which is the main thing. So like, what did you do extra for that interview? How did you prepare for that?
I mean, yeah.
Like, how did you prepare for
So
your interviews?
yeah. So well, the first thing is that, as my mentors told me, everyone that I listened to, first thing, you should know what you have done previously, because they will be
Yeah.
asking a lot of questions about your academics, uh, college, even sometimes even some school concepts, and what are you doing now. So get thorough with that, understand that. And then they were like, go through all the current affairs. At that time, we were having a lot of things about tariffs, tariff wars and all.
Hmm.
So study that completely, the current geopolitical scenario. They may or they may not ask, but get thorough with that. And then during my introduction there, I was being asked a lot about what you did in college, the projects you worked upon, as I said, a mental
Hmm.
health platform and all these things. So do that. Why did you do that? Why not something? Or why did those things not happen? How would you do? If you were to do that again, how will you do that? All these things. So I did that part. First of all, that part, key internally how uh, these
Hmm.
things, and preparation part, and then comes the how good you are. I mean, stress management. You will be there. You know, it's just one chance. If you
Yeah.
are going for interview for IIM Indore, it's just one chance, one day, and I had to make sure that it is not the worst day as it happened the last time. So, I mean, there was a lot of like these those the previous year was coming to me. What if this time
Yeah.
again that was days at the interview, or
Like
even
it was
during
your
CAT
past
day it was there.
learnings. Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, it was just those memories were coming back. What if such things happen again during the interview,
Hmm.
or even during the CAT day as well? This year also it is the worst day. So that is where the extra effort had to go in. It may not be the best, but I had to make sure that even the worst is not there. And even if it's bad, it is in manageable terms. You will have a good chance. So that is where most of my efforts went into.
Okay. So now coming to your GDs, like I think the process also includes the GD. So how was your GD, and what are your points, like what you will suggest, like do's and don'ts for GD to our like new
I
CAT
mean,
givers?
like I personally didn't appear for any GDs. I mean, the institutes I uh,
Yeah.
went in for, they didn't have
Mm.
GDs. Some had VAT, some had extempore, but I personally didn't go for any GD
Okay.
in terms of getting into the college.
Yeah. So like IIM Indore does not have an GD, like
So
it. Okay.
we have extemporary, Lucknow has VAT, and but
Okay.
GD, I don't think right now any big IIMs have GDs. I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I didn't hear
Okay.
anyone think so.
Cool. So now coming to your B school journey, how was your first year? Like, how is it going?
I mean, I just completed my first term and it is hectic. People say IIMs are hectic, and yes, they are. They are really, really hectic. I mean,
Hmm.
they were as we just came into the campus. Now you have to we I think we just got a day. We were really exploring the campus, and the next day we were filled up with all the work. You have to do this, that, everything. So you don't have any time. In the first term, at least you don't have any time.
Hmm.
Sometimes you have to go for CV curations, classes are, and you have to be very sacrosanct in classes. You are a minute late, it's on teachers' mercy if they will let you in, or you
Hmm.
will be standing out for 1 hour and
Yeah.
15 minutes waiting for the next class. So everything is very timed, and you have to manage all these things. And if some process comes up, and I mean, I don't know what to say, but it's really hectic, very messy. It's you, how you manage it, how you make it less messy. And but
Okay.
seniors are very helpful here. I mean, they are everywhere, but they personally to me, they have been very helpful, guided me in a lot of things. And when things really felt like, I mean, what is this happening? What will I do? They really helped me
Hmm.
in directing me. Ki, go there. This is the right way. I mean, this could be for the right way, at least how we did it in terms of them, and that helped me very much. But time, by the way, we have great infrastructure here, great sports infrastructure. I'm a great sports enthusiast, but I could not play in the first term. So that is how
Okay.
hectic it is.
So like,
And there are
what?
other important things.
Yeah. So like, what about the clubs and committees? Like, are you into some club or committee and how
Yeah,
they contribute?
yeah,
Like, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
There are. We have many committees, clubs,
Hmm.
and interest groups, and I'm in part of you. I'm a part of the drama club and the IEEE Temps. So
Okay.
I mean, we have so many options to so that people can come and join, and we have various
Hmm.
events as well. Like IRS, I5, and all these cultural and all these societies, so that students get opportunity for exposure. And yeah, and just leaving on
Hmm.
that, but agree, more important point, we have something called the REP, Rural Engagement Program. In that,
Okay.
we will be going to rural villages and being there,
Hmm.
seeing how the government policies are being implemented there, if they are being effective or not, what are the things that can be changed, modified, so that they can benefit more people. I mean, I just remember that because we are
Hmm.
going there next week around 6th October. And yeah, we will be looking at policies like Lakpati Didi and all, so how they are implemented. So now coming back, what were your
Hmm.
question? Clubs, committees, right?
Yeah, like how does they contribute to your college? Like how do you guys contribute to college with these committees and clubs? Like you are in
I
drama
mean,
as you told me. So
yeah. I mean, like it's like if we have some cultural, so if we have a
hmm,
cultural society. So when they organize fests, like during what do you call it, Janmashtami, they had Dahi Handi
hmm,
festival. Then now
yeah.
it's Navratri, they are setting different things. They organize Ganesh Chaturthi as well,
Hmm.
and we are a drama society. We organize dramas key to spread the message of the importance of these festivals. We did that
Hmm.
during Ganesh Chaturthi. We have something coming up for Durga Puja, and there are
Hmm.
other societies, let's say Stepcom, they will see how you will go to foreign exchanges, doing all these things. So all the societies contribute in their ways towards the college, towards the overall development of the college and the students, key, so that we get all the relevant opportunities and we use them properly.
Okay, so like you are in your first year, so summer internship is on the way. So like how you are preparing like your CVs, what you are adding on, can you please tell?
I mean, in terms of yeah, well, CV is interesting part because when I
Hmm.
came here, we most of us had terrible CVs. We didn't know how to create good CVs, and We showed them to our seniors. I mean, they are mentors that you get from second year. And they were like, what else did you do? Because we had very small CVs and we were like, इतना
Hmm.
ही किया है और कुछ किया ही नहीं है. And they were like, सोचो, सोचो, सोचो. What have you done? What have you done? Then
Hmm.
eventually we got started getting bigger CVs, and then they were very badly, edited. Bad
Hmm.
editing. So then get it longer, get it, fill in more power words, make it more impactful, use better approaches towards writing the points. Okay, then we did so. But that's not enough because how
Hmm.
would we know that what you have written is right? We need to have
Hmm.
verbatims. There is something verbatim proofs you may be knowing that
Hmm.
let's say I did something in my UG, so I have to get it verified from a verified source, maybe the office or some professor
Hmm.
mailing you over the official ID that you have done this part. So then that also becomes a task sometimes. Like my
Hmm.
with my school, we had this difficulty that I sent a mail ki I need verbatim and the teachers were not it took many days because the principal was not seeing it. I mean, they are very
Hmm.
helpful. They eventually gave me all the mails, but they were busy, so they could not do so. And if they just were late by a day or two, I may not have been able to add so many things on my resume. And even one internship, I could not add that because I didn't have proof. Because we
Hmm.
have to be, you know, trust is the core when you're coming to any IIM. You know that people are coming, they are good, but also whatever is there, that is trustful. You trust the college. And if you don't do all these things, they may seem, I mean, we also felt like, why do we need that? I have done that. But they are needed. So this has been the part in terms of CVs. Uh,
Okay, so we actually, I'm also in an MBA college, so I know we are told like courses are really important for this CV build. Like in good CV, you have to do some courses. So do you think so? Is it important to validate like you are good in this kind of like things? Like for example, in Excel, if you are good, so you should have that certificate. So for that, you have to do a some course. Like,
I mean, the only thing I would say is you we are good at something, it's
hmm,
fine. And if you're in front of an interviewer, you can prove it. But if you get in front of the interviewer or to get shortlisted for a company, they need to know it beforehand. And the sole way is getting it on your resume. And that way is, doing some course. So in that
okay.
way, it is important. But many times, people who have done courses but are not really good, they just have done the course. And while others who are good but don't have any course. So I think both things are important in this regard.
So, okay, now coming to the case competition, like maybe people do part in these kind of things. So, does it really help in like getting shortlisted for interviews or something?
I mean, like, yeah, case comps are really good. There are people who have got shortlisted around me
Hmm.
due to case comps. They did good in the starting rounds, and there are many case comps. Even case comps, the companies they choose small campuses very selectively. Like
Hmm.
let's say in some particular case comp, there are just 5 colleges. Another case comp has 12 colleges. So they choose them very wisely, and then they have campus rounds. Okay, from the campus, these are the top 10, top 5 teams, and now they come to campus, take up pictures, the whole presentation, and then choose which people to give PPIs, pre-placement interviews, and then they eventually hire. I mean, it happens a lot. At least here, it happens a lot. I've seen so many people getting shortlisted
Hmm.
and getting into it because of case comps. So case comps are really helpful, but SIPs are just one part of it. I think you really learn a lot. I mean, I
Hmm.
remember doing one case comp and in the market research, and we really learned how to think. Key in
Hmm.
terms of market research, what are the important points? What should we think? Key if I'm actually launching a product, what should I think? So in that way, also they help a lot.
Okay, so now coming to your summer internship, like we have talked it before, but how are you preparing for the interviews, like summer internships, like to crack it?
I mean, again, the college. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, 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 you are.
I mean, the college has. I mean, they have been running the program for years. They have good structure for that. We initially went to interviews to our seniors. They help us in
Mm,
every domain. You go to seniors, various seniors, then there are external vendors which come to you, which come on campus, take your interviews, help you, give you pointers. So these are the few things, I mean, which help a lot. And then actually sitting in interviews, these are the, I mean,
mm,
it may seem like very easy so far, but you actually have to try, learn, implement the suggestions each time.
mm,
So we have gone to many interviews before any company would come because the college has prepared us. They have done this for
mm.
years, so they know how to do that.
Okay, so now coming to the end, what is the one advice you want to give to CAT givers and those who are aiming for IIM Indore?
I mean, I would say for the caregivers, I mean, because of my experiences, I think the
Mm,
most important thing start you prepare with. That's very important. But final performance, that depends how you manage all the stress, confidence, um, and it also depends if you have the backup to fail. Sometimes having just that backup will give you the confidence to perform your best. So don't make the cat is my only option. Have some backup. That is going to
mm.
give you real confidence in performing well. And coming to IIM Indore, uh, come. It's a great campus. You will have a lot of fun and it's amazing. So do prepare well, give your interviews well, learn from placement pulse, and come to IIM Indore. Thanks.
Fantastic advice, Harsh. Thank you so much for sharing your journey from cracking CAT to making it to IIM Indore. I'm sure our viewers will take away a lot of practical insights from your experience. Thank you so much. To all our
Thank
viewers,
you.
to all our viewers, if you find the session useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Placement Pulse for more inspiring journey like this. See you in the next video.